The year was 1483, a time of great uncertainty and change. England stood at a crossroads, its future hanging in the balance. King Edward IV, a powerful and influential ruler, died unexpectedly, leaving a void in the kingdom. His son, Edward, a boy of just 12 years old, was to be crowned King Edward V, a daunting task for one so young. But fate, it seemed, had other plans, and the kingdom was about to be thrown into turmoil. The young king's uncle Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was a man of great ambition and cunning, always lurking in the shadows. Appointed Lord Protector, Richard was tasked with safeguarding the throne for his nephew, a role that came with immense power and responsibility. Yet whispers of treachery began to swirl through the court, casting doubt on Richard's true intentions. Richard, some said, coveted the crown for himself, and his actions soon began to reflect his ambitions. Edward V and his younger brother Richard, Duke of York, were confined to the Tower of London, a place both feared and revered. This imposing fortress, a symbol of both power and imprisonment, would become their gilded cage. A place of both protection and peril. Officially, the princes were there for their own protection, awaiting Edward's coronation, but the reality was far more sinister. A dark cloud of suspicion and fear hung over the tower walls, as the fate of the young princes became increasingly uncertain. Richard, Duke of Gloucester, moved swiftly and decisively, his actions driven by a relentless ambition. He declared the princes illegitimate, stripping them of their claim to the throne and clearing his own path to power. His ambition, it seemed, knew no bounds, and he would stop at nothing to achieve his goals. On July 6, 1483, Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was crowned King Richard III, a moment that marked the culmination of his ruthless ambition. The young princes, once heirs to a kingdom, were now mere obstacles in the path of their uncle's unyielding ambition, their fate sealed by his insatiable desire for power. Life within the Tower of London was a stark contrast to the princes' former lives, filled with grandeur and opulence. Gone were the luxurious trappings of court, the silken tapestries, and the golden goblets. The boys, once surrounded by loyal servants and constant activity, found themselves increasingly isolated and lonely. Their days were spent in the company of guards, their movements restricted to the cold, stone walls of the tower. Visitors were few and far between, the once bustling corridors now eerily silent. Their mother, Elizabeth Woodville, was consumed with grief and fear for her son's safety, her heart heavy with worry. She sought sanctuary in Westminster Abbey, her pleas for their release falling on deaf ears, her hope dwindling with each passing day. As summer turned to autumn, the shadows over the tower grew longer, colder and more foreboding. The princes were seen less and less, their presence fading like ghosts in the ancient halls. Rumors spread like wildfire through the city, each tale more chilling than the last. Some whispered that the boys were ill, wasting away in the damp confines of their prison, their health deteriorating rapidly. Others spoke of a more sinister fate, their voices hushed, their eyes darting about in fear as if the very walls had ears. The last confirmed sighting of the princes came in the summer of 1483. They were seen playing in the tower grounds, their laughter echoing through the courtyard. But after that day, they vanished. Like whispers in the wind, they were gone. No one, it seemed, knew what had become of them. The guards claimed ignorance, their faces stoic, their words carefully measured. Richard III, now king, offered no explanation, his silence speaking volumes. The disappearance of the princes sent shockwaves through England. Whispers turned to accusations. People demanded answers, but the truth, like the princes themselves, remained elusive. In the taverns and marketplaces of London, rumours swirled like the fog off the Thames. Some believed the princes had escaped, spirited away by loyal supporters. Others clung to the hope that they were still alive, hidden away in some remote corner of the kingdom. But the most persistent rumour, the one that sent shivers down spines and silenced conversations, was that the princes had met a grim end, murdered, they said, on the orders of their own uncle, King Richard III. Richard III, a shrewd and ruthless ruler, did little to quell the rumours. In fact, his actions only fueled the flames of suspicion. He made no effort to find the missing princes, nor did he offer any explanation for their disappearance. His silence was deafening, his motives suspect. Section 5. Bones Beneath the Stairs. Over a century later, the mystery of the missing princes took a dramatic turn, captivating the imaginations of many. In 1674, during renovations at the Tower of London, workmen stumbled upon a gruesome discovery that would echo through history. Hidden beneath a staircase, in a wooden chest, lay the skeletal remains of two children, a chilling find that would raise more questions than answers. The bones, small and delicate, were consistent with the ages of the missing princes, Edward and Richard, who vanished without a trace. The location of the find, beneath the very stairs leading to the royal apartments, sent a chill down the spines of all who heard the tale, adding a layer of eerie authenticity to the mystery. Could these be the remains of Edward V and his brother, Richard? The question lingered in the air, haunting those who pondered it. The discovery of the bones reignited interest in the case of the missing princes, drawing the attention of historians and the public alike. People clamored for answers, eager to solve the centuries-old mystery that had baffled generations. But even in death, the princes seemed destined to remain shrouded in enigma, their story a haunting reminder of the tower's dark past. Section 6. The Shadow of Richard III. From the moment the princes vanished, the shadow of suspicion fell heavily upon Richard III. His ambition, his ruthlessness, his very presence on the throne, all pointed to his guilt in the eyes of many. Richard III, for his part, vehemently denied any involvement in the princes' disappearance. He proclaimed his innocence, but his words rang hollow in the ears of a skeptical public. The stain of suspicion, once cast, proved impossible to erase. Historians have debated Richard III's guilt for centuries. Some believe he ordered the princes' murders, eliminating potential rivals to his throne. Others argue that he had no reason to harm the boys, that their deaths would have only served to further blacken his name. Section 7. The Ambitions of Buckingham. Henry Stafford, Duke of Buckingham, was a powerful nobleman and a close ally of Richard III. At least he was at first, but ambition, like a serpent, can poison even the strongest of bonds. Buckingham, some historians believe, may have had his own reasons for wanting the princes out of the picture. His lineage, with its ties to both Yorkist and Lancastrian claims to the throne, fueled speculation about his own aspirations for the crown. Could Buckingham have acted alone, eliminating the princes and framing Richard III for the crime, or did he conspire with others, their motives shrouded in the mists of time? Henry Tudor, the future Henry VII, emerged from the chaos of the Wars of the Roses to claim the throne for himself. He defeated Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485, bringing an end to the Yorkist dynasty. Some historians had pointed the finger of suspicion at Henry VII, suggesting that he had a vested interest in the prince's demise. With them out of the way, his claim to the throne, through his marriage to Elizabeth of York, the prince's sister, would be stronger. Could Henry VII, a man who had proven himself ruthless in his pursuit of power, have been complicit in the prince's murders? Or was he, as his supporters claimed, a victim of circumstance, his reign tainted by a crime he did not commit? The mystery of the princes in the Tower has captivated historians, writers, and the public for centuries. Countless books, articles, and documentaries have attempted to unravel the truth, but the answer, like a wisp of smoke, remains elusive. Was it Richard III, driven by ambition and paranoia, who ordered the deaths of his nephews? Or was it Buckingham, driven by his own lust for power? Could it have been Henry VII, seeking to secure his own tenuous hold on the throne? The evidence is circumstantial, the truth obscured by time and conflicting accounts. Each theory has its proponents and detractors, its strengths and weaknesses. The mystery, it seems, is destined to remain unsolved. The disappearance of the princes in the Tower cast a long shadow over English history. It tarnished the reputation of Richard III, fueling accusations of tyranny and murder that have persisted for centuries. It created an aura of mystery and intrigue around the Tower of London, transforming it into a symbol of both royal power and dark secrets. But perhaps most importantly, the story of the lost princes serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of power, the depths of human ambition, and the enduring power of mystery. Even today, more than 5 centuries after their disappearance, the princes in the tower continue to fascinate and intrigue us. New theories emerge, old evidence is re-examined, and the debate over their fate rages on. Will we ever know for certain what happened to Edward V and his brother, Richard? Perhaps not. But the search for answers, the desire to uncover the truth, is a testament to the enduring power of their story. The princes in the tower, forever young, forever lost, continue to haunt our imaginations, reminding us that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved.